Hello everyone, Vegas Vic 1965. This week's video, we are looking at the Allay. Now the Allay's been out for a number of months, but I wanted to make sure that they ironed out any bugs that they may have had before I present this to you guys. So if you're looking at figuring out how to find one, how to breed one, and also what they could possibly do for you, then stick around. So without further ado, let's find out. Welcome back everyone, Vegas Vic 1965. Now as far as finding an Allay, there are 3 ways to get one. Yeah, I know what you're saying. There's only 2 places I've heard. If you're lucky enough to have a friend that has one, then you can use the breeding process, which we're going to go over a little bit later. But if you don't, and you happen to pop into a new world and you're looking for Allays, there are only 2 places that you will actually find them out in sort of like the wild. One is going to be right here at a very scary place called the Mansion. Now, in the Woodland Mansion, you'll find little prison cells. Now, they used to be empty. Now, which is great news, is the Mojang has added a little more utility to this, and we have Allays that you can find actually inside these. Oh, there's none. Oh, there's one in this one. You can find usually 1 to 3 in these prison cells. You can actually find quite a few if you come in here, but this is a very, very dangerous place, so be careful if you come in here to look for your Allays. As you can see, I have lit it up so you can see there are quite a few Allays. If we pop underneath here in spectator mode, you'll see there's a number of Allays, so you can get quite a bit of them, but really you only need 1, and along with some shards, and you can get a lot more. The second place that you can find the Allay would be at a pillager outpost. Now, in my opinion, this would probably be the best place because within 35 blocks of the pillager outpost, the only thing that's going to spawn are the pillagers themselves. Unlike the mansion, where you're going to get the evokers, you also get the vindicators, you'll get creepers, you'll get zombies, skeletons. That's a pretty scary place, but here at least it's a little more controllable. So if you're lucky enough to find a pillager outpost that has these cages, you may find some iron golems, but what you're looking for, of course, is the Allay, and that'll have a closed roof, and you'll see usually a couple of them inside. But once you find your Allays, whether it's here at the pillager outpost or a woodland mansion, we also got to be on our toes because we're going to have a lot of other mobs that are going to be attacking us while we're trying to save these guys. Now, if they happen to miss you and hit the Allay has 10 hearts just like you do, but they do, however, regenerate 2 hearts every second. So that's a good thing, but you do still need to be careful. Getting ganged up by these guys is not a good thing. And the Allays themselves, once you free them from their prison, they tend to wander off unless you're able to either get them on a leash quick enough or give them an item quick enough. If you give them an item, you will essentially be taming them, and they will follow you around within 64 blocks. If you get 64 blocks away from them, they will just wander around and hopefully not disappear, which will be another video that I'll be doing probably next week on the Allay and a few others that they still tend to disappear. But anyway, let's go in here. We'll go ahead and grab our Allays. I happen to have a quick getaway. I always set up something like this so I don't get bothered too much by the pillagers. We'll hop in our boat and they'll follow us. I think what I'll do is I'll give them an item, but you can put them on a leash. So let me pop these open. Go in here. I'll give them a block each and have them follow me. I'll go hop in my boat, see if we can't get out of here. Now I'm in creative, so they're not going to be, the pillagers won't be attacking me. We want to make sure that the Allays, we don't get too far out so they get lost. So they will follow you as long as you have given them something, or if you have them on a leash. And if you have them on a leash, you want to be really careful you don't get too far away or that leash will break. When it comes to breeding the Allays, there are a number of things that you have to have. You do need a jukebox. You will also need a music disc, and you will need some amethyst shards. Not the clusters, but you will need the shards. The shards are what you're going to use to breed one. You only need 1, and that will breed another. So if you right-click using the use key, he will actually hold whatever item you give him. And if you put an empty space in your action bar, that will take the item away by using the use key right button. In order to breed them, they don't have to be holding anything or be tamed, but they do need to hear the music and start dancing. So once you start playing the music, you'll see they'll start to do a little dancing animation, and then you can take a amethyst shard, right click on him, and you will get another Allay. Now to tame them, you would give them an item, And as with most mobs, you will not be able to breed again for another 5 minutes, but you will be able to give them an item like a shard or a stone or whatever you want, because you may be using them for a collection system like I'm going to be setting up and showing you here in just a couple of minutes. But the animation of their dancing is really something else. Now, to have the Allays bring things back to you, like you've probably seen, they need to be holding the item in question. So for example, we have this guy doesn't have anything yet. I'll right click on him, give him a stone. Now as I'm out mining and I'm dropping stone with my from the pickaxe, all these items start dropping around. These guys will then run around and pick it up and bring it back to me. They have 2 slots. The first slot item you can actually see, and that's the one that they're holding. The second slot is just like your own slot. It's stackable depending on the item. So if it comes to eggs, it's only stacks to 16, just like ender pearls. If it is a stone or any other block like that, then it could be up to 64. If it's an axe or sword, it's stackable just to 1. So they'll bring those items back to you, and then there'll be a 3-second cooldown, mainly because I guess the developers thought they didn't want them picking them straight back up again. They want you to have the opportunity to collect those first. So that's probably what that 3-second little rule is for. The next step is, what if you want to have them bring those items to a certain area? Whether you're going to need a note block, you'll need probably some hoppers, and if you'd like, some chests, like a chest or a double chest. Now I essentially have this turned off for now. There is a couple observers in the back, and once I remove this block, it'll start to make noise. If you don't like the noise constantly going off, you can always set up a hopper clock to where it goes off at least every 30 seconds. Because once the note block starts making noise, these guys will be attuned to it as long as they're within 32 blocks, and they'll come back and drop off all the items that of course the items they have to be holding. They'll drop off all the items like that they picked up back over into this area here. I've got 3 hoppers to make sure that we don't lose anything off to the side. So once I break this block, well, you'll see it start making noise. I've got a trapdoor here so they don't go inside on top of that. And so if I start dropping blocks around here, you will see they'll probably be in tune to it. Those further away wouldn't be, but now they'll pick up those blocks and eventually come back over, and they'll start dropping them into the hoppers, which eventually will make it down into the chest. So let's take a look and see how this quick little contraption will work if you're out caving. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of ways to do this. This is a simple and quick way if you want to use something like this. Basically, your chest down here, you've got 3 hoppers, 1 hopper in the middle going down into the chest, and 2 off to the side. So just in case they drop them off, because their accuracy is not always perfect, they may drop off to the sides. So I put 3 hoppers there. Now, you're going to need the trap door there because you don't want them going inside here and dropping the items off in here unless you put a hopper minecart underneath, which I think this is a lot easier. So you cannot have this area obstructed if you want to have them coming back and dropping off the items, because the note block needs that space to make noise. Now it's real simple. I've got an observer here facing away from each other. Put one here like this, and then one like this. They'll be facing away from each other, and they'll both be making noises. So if you pick up another one and set that down, both of them will be making noise. But that's how it works. Nice and simple. Have the arrows face away from each other, right into that note block, and then of course cover that area. And again, like I say, make sure you don't have anything over top of that. Otherwise, the Allays, the noise from the jukebox will not go off. So you need to have that space open. And then you want to make sure that you put something like a trapdoor so they do not go up inside there and drop the items off into there. So the trapdoor, you basically want to set up something like this here. You'll set that. You'll put a block on top of the note block. You can set a trapdoor here. Break that block. It'll start making noise, and then lift that trapdoor, and you'll be all set. You cannot use a slab or anything else in there as well. It will stop the sound. One of the last things I want to mention about the Allay is if you have tamed them by giving them an item, you can't hurt them. But if you do take the item away from them, you can hurt them. So be really careful. Oh, and he's not happy about that at all. But again, as long as he's holding an item, you are good to go. There's no way to hurt these guys as long as you have tamed them and they're holding an item. Well, that's going to wrap it up for me and the Allay. So I hope you found this video useful in your Minecraft worlds. And if you did, click that like button. And if you want to subscribe for past or future videos, click that subscribe button. It really helps me and lets me know that I provide great quality content for you guys each and every week. So until next week's video, we'll see you then, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.